Welcome back, my lads. I'm Xile, and this is Wasteland 2, the director's cut here on the PS Now. I'm playing it on the PS Now because I don't have to buy the game, which I never really had interest in before, but I heard it's really good, and it's the spiritual... Well, it's the sequel to the spiritual predecessor to Fallout 4, because Fallout's... Not Fallout 4, but Fallout's the spiritual successor to Wasteland, so... It's the sequel to the game that eventually became Fallout, but it has no ties to Fallout. It's free, so fuck it. Press X. Yeah. Wow, this looks cheap. So, hello, Doof Doof. Who backed this on Kickstarter? Well, let's see if your however much you spent on this game was worth it. Hello, Lesser. Hello, Mark Anderson. Hello, Redoran. Hello, Haiti. Hello, Reese. Hello, Nathan Mack. Hello, Mr. Potato. Hello, Kaiser Ninja. Right. Is this... There we go. Make that shit full screen. Chord bark text? What? Colorblind mode. No. Alright. Big Bucks, hello. Whatever. That's a giant scorpion. Robo-scorpions! Children of Adam. Do you want to start a game with the default Ranger squad or create your own squad? So let's create a custom Ranger. Portrait. Oh, wow. Alright, and if we make them female, I'm gonna guess, yeah, these change up. Cool. Alright. Interesting. Biography. Can I seriously change that biography? Max was a man who was born before the end times, but now he's alive during the end times. These are end times. Oh my god, I can give them hats. Does this really matter? What the fuck is that? It's like a thing that goes through my shirt. Oh, is that packs? Yeah, packs. Wow. Alright. Oh, there's definitely customization going on here. This is definitely a customization thing. Size. Holy shit, I can be like 8 foot tall. And you can't teach that. Darkness, motherfucker. Ooh. Yellow super mutant. Be yellow. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just gonna back out of this, back out of that, new game. Seeing as how I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just gonna go with the default squad. There we go. Okay. We got Pills, who's the combat medic. I like that. Pails! Oh, I see. Smokes. What? What is Smokes? Wow, that's some detailed shit. We are good. Let's go with... If you had some experience in the Waste or places like it, and you know which end of the Mason cannon to point at the enemy, this is the setting for you. If you're already a hero of the Wasteland and have been known to make raiders pee themselves just by looking at them, this is your setting, but don't say we didn't warn you. The Wasteland is a dangerous place for the uninitiated. Choose the setting if you consider yourself a novice, a tenderfoot, or if this is, in fact, your first barbecue. I'm gonna go seasoned. Fuck it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Hello, diary. Thomas DeWitt, Ego Shooter. Hello, guys. Just dropping by. Stop heading out tonight. Oh, Dairu, no. Oh, no, Dairu, no. Xile! I made this game! Oh, this is obnoxious. Yes. Very obnoxious. Okay. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. General Vargas. Angry Joe said that?
What comes after the end? I don't know. Neither did they. They were just an army engineer battalion, constructing roads and bridges deep in the middle of the Arizona nowhere. They didn't know why Armageddon had come. They'd heard radio chatter about an attack on some space-based missile platform. But who had attacked it, or why? No one knew.
Nobody knows nothing.
What they did know is that the politicians and the generals had finally ended the world. Now, everything was gone. They took over a federal prison for a fort, kicked out the convicts, got busy starting from scratch. Maybe it was an act of mercy. Maybe they figured that the prisoners would die out in the harsh new world. Whichever, it came back to bite the engineers in the ass. Cultists, criminals, cannibals. They've been living with the fallout ever since. Good people had survived too, called for help in the night. And those engineers, those common soldiers, could not stand by and see them die. So they came out of their fort, and they helped the survivors defend their homes. And for that, they earned a new name, a proud name, the Desert Rangers.
Then came the NCR.
Now, Rangers, I know at times it seems our cause is hopeless. And I know it's hard to say goodbye to a brother in arms. But I want you to know something else. That no Ranger who dies in the line of duty will ever be forgotten. Nor will he have ever died in vain.
The hole wasn't already dug?
Or unavenged.
Okay, now you may start digging. Shouldn't we have done this already before we gathered? Shut up.
Thank you, recruits.
A stiff-bearded older man wearing a hard-worn ranger uniform and a battered old cowboy hat, General Angry Joe, walks with a cane, but he's not helpless. He wears a pearl-handled revolver on his hip, and there are a lot of notches on the barrel.
I appreciate you coming to Captain Ace's retirement party when you hardly knew the man. Appropriate, too, seeing as how investigating his death will be your first duty as a Desert Ranger.
Yes. How did Ace die? Happy to given the opportunity, sir. But are you sure we're ready? I guess I'm pills. So cool.
Ace had been trying to locate a faint radio signal, which has lately been giving us cause for concern. We gave him 3 repeater units and sent him to hook them up to 3 remote radio towers. This would have allowed us to get a fix on the signal. But sadly, Ace was murdered by unknown assailants right after hooking up the first tower, and his logbook and the last 2 repeater units were stolen.
What about the logbook?
Don't know, but it wasn't on Ace's person when he was found. Look for it. It might have some clues as to his death.
Alright. I do like this. This feels like a proper RPG already. Woo! And it does feel more intuitive than Fallout 1 or 2. I really got to give those games another go. But they're just so bad for streaming. I can hear you just fine, but not the game. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to go in here. Cortana, give me sound. Give me my sound options. Thank you. Come here. Ah. Raise that up. There we go. Alright. Yep, sorry about that. I thought it was a little quiet, but it seemed a little it seemed fine for the sound thing. This down here. See this? That's what you're hearing, and this is me. So I could probably even turn that up a little bit, but you know, let's see how loud combat gets first. Alright. Oh, right, no mouse and keyboard. Repeater unit, sir.
When you get back to the Citadel, talk to our radio expert, Wade Woodson, if you want to know more about the technical details. All I know is the repeaters will upgrade the towers and allow us to zero in on the mystery signal.
Alright, and the signal?
The voice on those broadcasts disturbed me greatly. It talked crazy talk about a future where man and machine would be one. Worse, it talked about us, the Desert Rangers, specifically. It said it was coming for us.
Oh my. Where are the radio towers?
I'll give you the locations of the towers once you have the repeaters in hand. More important to find them first.
Alright. Smart ass, hard ass, kiss ass. Why do I have these weird I guess this is gonna be like my personality as I progress through the game. Alright. That's cool, I guess. Duty. Happy to be given the opportunity, sir, but are you sure we're ready?
Yeah, I know. You've hardly found your feet with us, and here I am sending you on a mission that already got one ranger killed. Well, I wish I had another option, but the Desert Rangers are spread a little thin right now. Ranger teams Abel and Charlie are out west trying to stop a range war out there from becoming straight-up genocide. And Team Baker is up north looking for a way through the radiation that's cut us off from Vegas. I'm afraid the next generation is going to have to lead the charge on this one.
What's the mission, sir?
The mission is this. Search the area where Ace's body was found, and do your best to recover his logbook and the repeater units. Then call in your report. If you find the repeaters, I may send you on to finish his mission. Ace's death must be avenged, and it will be. But finding the signal he died trying to track down is just as important. Besides, I got the sneaking suspicion that when you find the one, you'll find the other.
The 3 scores are for speech checks, the logical, forceful, and suck-up options. They are skills you can improve. Okay. Okay, I thought they were like character traits when talking to superiors or something. Alright. That's also acceptable to me. It's a little less cool, but alright. It's still very cool. Call in, sir? Where is this area? Call in, sir.
Yes, call in on your radio. Your radio is your lifeline to Ranger Citadel. We'll be calling you with alerts and updates on your current missions, and sending you new missions when we receive distress calls. As Rangers, it is your sworn duty to respond to those calls. That is the contract we made with the people of Arizona when we opened for business.
Ranger Citadel.
Once you prove yourself, the Citadel will be your new home. Consider this mission the final test of your training. If you succeed, you are welcome within our walls. If you fail, then you aren't cut out to be a Desert Ranger, and we won't let you in.
Okay. Hard ass, what if we prove ourselves by kicking down the Citadel doors, sir? Kiss ass, please, sir, if you're sending us after Ace's killer, then you've already decided we're worthy. Why not just let us in? Surely, sir, the success of the mission is more important than testing us. If you want to find these signals, shouldn't you let us in so we can stock up on everything we need? I kind of like the smartass. I kind of like the whole smartass. Yeah. Yeah. Surely, sir, the success of the mission is more important than testing us. If you want, it's more, if you want to find these signals, shouldn't you let us in to stock up on everything we need to succeed?
Using logic on me, eh? Smartass.
That was the option.
Logic and observation will change some folks' minds, and you can catch people in lies that way. But sometimes it only makes them mad, so be careful.
I like that.
In this case, you're right. I should let you in, but I got a feeling about you four. You got depths you don't even know you have, and it's gonna take adversity to tap them. So I'm sending you out undergunned and unprepared, just to see what it brings out of you. You'll thank me later.
I'll thank you later.
Maybe.
Maybe. Where is this area, sir?
It's about a day's walk east from here. I'll mark it on your map.
Okay. Here's my pit boy. Gotcha.
There you go.
Thank you, sir. We'll do our best.
Good luck out there, recruits.
Test run instead of session 1. Yep. I decided to call it test run instead of session 1 because I don't know how much I'm going to like this game. I might never want to play it again. So I'm not going to lie and say it's session 1. It's just a test run. If I like it and I want to play it again, I'll change it to session 1 and then next time will be session 2. Even though I did kind of have another game. I got another game that I said I was gonna play by Bethesda, and instead I opted for this because this just popped up on the PS Now, so it's free. And who knows if it will forever be there on PS Now. Anyways, the logbook is your guide to the missions your Ranger squad has acquired and completed, including notes and other information. You can access it from the inventory menu. Simply select a specific mission entry in the list to see more details. It pays to keep tabs on your progress. Oh, I just picked something up by mistake. You'll find many items in the Wasteland, some of which can be used in the game world. To use these, you can open your inventory, choose use item, while selecting blah blah blah. Okay. Left click seems to go on a solo mode, or probably more...
What else do you need?
Oop.
What else do you need?
Oh, okay. Okay, I found... thing. Here's character skills. Pain levers, medic packs, some ammo. How about Xile tries, who says that's only for food? Me. I don't want a bunch of Xile tries video game footage on the Xile tries playlist. Radio is your squad's lifeline back to headquarters. Through it, you will receive vital updates on your missions from time to time. You may also pick up calls from other Wasteland inhabitants through your travels, some of which you may be able to respond to. Remember that to level up, you need to use the radio to call headquarters to earn field promotions. Ah! So you don't level up, you get promoted. Okay. I can buy that. Provided the character has gained enough experience points to make calls on the radio, press right thing. Yeah, I figured that out.
What else do you need?
Okay, and up on the D-pad is map. Left goes to the logbook, and down, down just does that. Alright, so...
What else do you need?
Alright, yeah, so... in this mode, we can just move everyone about.
What else do you need?
Nope. How do I... there we go, that's the one, right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, triangle. Lance Corp Colonel Ken Stone. Cadet Squirks. Dr. Mike Scott.
What else do you need?
There you go. Give me pills. Alright. Interesting. Camera controls. To move the camera, use right stick. There are different camera control modes in Wasteland 2, which you can change by pressing R3. That's the stick. First and default camera mode is rotate zoom mode, which will follow you. Select Ranger, allow you to zoom. Okay. Pan mode. This camera mode allows you to pan the camera across the game world and look more closely at things from a distance. You may find this useful to scout out a situation before jumping in. Third camera mode is locked mode. Locked mode stops camera movement, allowing you to move your squad without the camera following. In locked mode, the camera controls are reassigned. The scrolled printer text log can change its size. Alright. Ah! Yeah, so I can just kind of leave and take a look around without actually having to run around. Right. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. Ah. Alright. Make that nice and small again. Alright.
Hey, Echo 1. Mind picking up that can over there for me? Think there's some water in there.
Why did that sound so suspicious? Tin cans and goats usually go together. Your instincts are telling you that you might not want to steal this goat's next meal. I don't need any training, just give me some ammo. I don't need any training, just give me some ammo. I don't need any training, just give me some ammo. Use that shovel. We got some scrap. Scrap is the currency you'll use in the Wasteland. You can use scrap to pay for items merchants are selling, and they'll also pay you back in scrap for any items sold to them. Unlike inventory items, there is no maximum limit to how much scrap your party can carry, and it does not weigh anything. Scrap is frequently labeled as money, so it's caps. Caps of scrap. Okay. I forgot to take it.
God damn it, Ace. You never should have put down the wrench and picked up the gun.
Oh.
Sorry about the waterworks. I'm still pretty broke up over Ace. I'm Angie. You kids must be the new recruits old Vargas trained up. Lord, y'all just babies.
Babies?
Sorry, but you are. As cute as little kittens. Y'all remind me of us. Snake, Razor, Thrasher, and me. Back when we were just starting out. Thinking we were gonna save the world for the future. Thinking none of us would ever die. Christ, sorry. Don't listen to me. Youth is good. Optimism is good. If we all started out worn out and jaded like me, nobody'd ever try to change the world. So you kids go ahead and give it a go. Maybe it'll work this time.
Hellraiser. Well, no, she didn't say Hellraiser, she just said Razor, so why do I know Hellraiser?
He's another one gone. Went out for a patrol a few weeks back and never came home. Don't know if he's dead, or AWOL, or gone off to join the Scorpions. All anybody knows is he hasn't called in, and we haven't heard from anybody who's seen him. I miss old Hellraiser like blazes. Didn't talk much. Didn't make friends easy. Wasn't big on social graces. But he was as loyal as they come, and when the shit started flying, he was the guy you wanted at your back. He didn't win that name by accident. Sharp as a razor, scary as hell. You weren't briefed on those fucks during your training? Well, let me fill you in. You know when we left the prison and moved here to the Citadel? Well, the Scorpions were the jerks who moved into the prison when we moved out. Just a bunch of rangers back then, but they've been getting more organized. Call themselves a militia now, and they try to act like they're the Desert Rangers of Eastern Arizona. But that's a load of horse shit. The protection racket ain't the same as protecting people. They shake down all their towns for money, and if the locals don't kick in, they smash them up. The Rangers aren't like that. We get by on donations and good old-fashioned scavenging.
What does that say? What can you tell us about the Eastern Arizona?
Basically everything between the prison and the radiation clouds to the east. There are a few small towns and farms out there, which the Scorpions claim is their territory. Rangers used to patrol that area before we moved here, and we knew it pretty well. But a lot can change in 15 years. Who knows? Maybe it's all as clean and nice and crime-free as the Scorpions say it is. But I've got my doubts.
Radiation clouds.
The edges of the map, kiddies. Big hot areas we can't get into without getting cooked to a crisp. The clouds move around some with the wind and the weather, but there are permanent hot spots on every side of us. North, south, east, and west. Until we started hearing those weird broadcasts, I kind of thought those clouds went on forever. And that Arizona was the last place on Earth. Maybe there's more people out there. Maybe the whole rest of the world's just fine, and we're the only ones in hell. Wouldn't that be a joke?
Have you heard any of these strange broadcasts?
Ace played me some of them before he died. Hard to make out a lot of it, but what I heard made my hair stand on end. Some guy talking about turning men into machines. Or machines into men, or some shit. But the crazy thing was, then he starts talking about us, the Rangers. Saying we're the cause of all the trouble in the world, and we need to be wiped out so his glorious future can be born. I mean, who is this guy? Where is he? What the fuck does he have against us?
Where's Thrasher now?
You better call him Gilbert now. Funny, back in the day, he just seemed like this big old growly bear. Strong as an ox and just about as articulate. But then he got all torn up during our fight with the robots from Base Cochise. And he couldn't go out on patrol no more. Any other commander would have handed him his walking papers. But Vargas doesn't dump old friends. So he started him working in the museum. And once you know it, turns out the old bear has a knack for cartography. He's been gradually mapping our little corner of the Wasteland ever since. Who'd have thunk it?
What's Base Cochise?
An old military facility from before the war. And the biggest fight the Rangers ever had. There was some crazy computer in there that kept spitting out robots and sending them off to kill people. We had one hell of a fight putting it down. Earned our stripes that day. Literally. That's when I became Captain Death.
Are we hearing backstory from the original Wasteland game? I'm confused. Our computer was making the robots?
Yeah. The Base Cochise AI. Don't know what was wrong with it. Broken, I guess. It thought everybody was its enemy. Wanted to kill the whole planet. Yep. He was one wild-ass son of a bitch back in the day. But I think the weight of his responsibilities has kind of squashed that out of him now. He hasn't been in a decent bar fight in... shit, a decade, maybe? Better than he'd like. Back in the day, the General was the craziest of us all. But somehow, after he brought down Base Cochise, he became the sanest. Now he's running the whole show, and doing a damn fine job. While I'm still walking patrols and answering radio calls. Shows you how much ambition I got, huh? They all hurt, but this one... man... Ace wasn't even a ranger. Not at first. He worked as a driver and mechanic for Farron Brygo up in Vegas. When Base Cochise started sending its death machines into the desert, Brygo sent Ace south to recruit robot fighters. We met him in quartz. He'd pissed somebody off out there and they'd locked him up. We sorted that out, and he started running with us, helping us fight Cochise. Never stopped. Vargas eventually gave him the uniform and the hat, but I don't think he ever formally signed on. He was just always there. And now he's... God damn it, Ace. I knew this one was trouble, I knew it. He was working on the same thing Vargas has you working on. Trying to track down radio signals from beyond the edges of the map. All seemed a bit boring and scientific to me. Then Ace started saying he thought someone was following him. I asked him to let me come with him when I met him at Rail Nomads to give him the repeater units. But he told me to go back to base. He said he was just jumping at shadows because those radio broadcasts had spooked him. I should have gone with him. Why didn't I go with him? I don't really know the details. It's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo about transmitters and north-south axis and signals bouncing off the clouds. Ask Woodson about it. He's our radio genius. Radio technician Wade Woodson? Sure do. He's the guy that makes sure you can hear Vargas when you're out on patrol. Keeps the machines running and the signal clear. He'll also talk your ear off about circuits and frequencies and I don't know what else if you let him. But be nice to him. He's your lifeline to the base.
Yeah, I was muted, I know. Tell me about rail nomads. Thankfully, I'm not really saying much. I'm just asking these questions.
Could be a nice little place. If the Atchisons and Topekans would kiss and make up. I can't even remember what it's all about. But between them, they got enough old railroad tech that if they worked together, they could give this area a real transportation system. Instead, seems like all they want to do is blow each other's heads off. Idiots.
Ports?
Man, not sure I can recall. Haven't been out that way in ages. Don't even know if it's still on the map. Ask Thrasher, he'd know.
Goodbye.
Say, listen. Vargas asked you to look into Ace's death because he thought I was too upset to be professional about it.
That's a voice
He didn't want
change.
me going off half-cocked and shooting up all of Arizona looking for his killer. But I gotta find this guy. Ace and me, well, we've been fighting side by side for nigh on 20 years. I'm not letting him die unavenged. So, well, I know it's going against orders, but if you let me tag along and be in at the kill, well, I'll help you find your feet out there. Maybe give you a few pointers along the way. I may be old and slow, but I know the wastes like the back of my hand. What do you say?
Alright, you could always use an extra gun and a tutorial at the moment, so... During your trap... Oh.
No need to tell Vargas why I joined you. If anybody asks, I'm just helping you get oriented, alright?
Okay, during your travels you may come across people willing to join your squad. These companions, NPCs, can be controlled and customized just like your own ranger recruits you start the game with, but may have personalities and characteristics of their own. Alright, so now... Oops. There we go! I kinda like that. I do. Alright, so we gotta... I'm still trying to figure out how to do anything.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Go ahead. Over.
All's well, just checking in to let you know we're still kicking. Over.
Copy, Echo 1. Appreciate the update.
Ah, I'm a nice guy. Okay. I am immersed. I mean, that's something, right? Use that shovel. Ah, is this how we leave the Wasteland? I guess so. Well, we're going to the Wasteland. Well, hold on. Because we didn't go up this way. Am I a bad person for kinda wishing that I could play this in first person instead? Energy cells. Like, I just feel like I'd be a little more immersed. Like, the conversation and the dialogue options, that's very good. The story, telling me about the world out there, I'm very interested to see it for myself. I just kind of wish it was in first person. Oh, there was an examine. Ranger is covered in piercings, tattoos, and scars, but doesn't seem much older than a kid. He's scrubbing graffiti off the wall. Chain link fence blocks the path. Chain link fence shakes but doesn't budge. A heavy duty lock holds the gate closed.
Copy, Echo 1. Copy, Echo 1. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry about that. Okay. Well, maybe you're like the old one. Maybe you can get in. No? Okay. Hails! Oop. We're leaving. Using a skill carries risk of critical failure, which can lead to embarrassing injuries or locking yourself out of the door.
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in.
When you leave a location and enter the Wasteland, the game perspective will zoom out and show the world map. Use left stick to travel. Alternatively, you can access the world screen by pressing up and select location you have already discovered to travel there automatically. Good, it's fast travel. Thank fuck for that. There are a number of things you can encounter on the world map. In addition to water and radiation, you can stumble upon both friendly and enemy random encounters, which will take you to a small special location to interact with characters or do battle. You may even find hidden loot caches from before the apocalypse and mysterious locations that few have ever seen. I'm still going. The Outdoorsman skill determines your squad's search radius on the world map when traveling, as well as its ability to avoid hostile random encounters. A good Outdoorsman will be able to avoid dangerous enemies and discover new and hidden locations more easily. Ranger Team Echo. Copy.
Roger, Echo 1. Just making sure your radio is working. I'll be your dispatcher from here on out. I also wanted to give you a little heads up on your water situation. If you've all got full canteens, you should have enough water to reach the place where Ace died with plenty to spare. But if you're going to go exploring, you'll want to fill up again at any oasis you can find. Remember, your main priority is to recover the repeater units Ace was carrying. Once you've got the devices, you'll be headed to Ag Center and High Pool to install them. But we'll talk about that after you acquire the repeaters. We must, of course, bring Ace's killers to justice. But right now, that's secondary to discovering the location of that signal.
Does that mean you weren't always the dispatcher?
Until now, Woodson's been our dispatcher. But Ace's death made me realize I've spent too many years in my office, walled off from the world and how it's changing. I need to know what's going on out there, and I figured the best way to do that is to start listening to the people's problems. So, I've decided that from now on, I'll be the one fielding calls and talking in your ear when you head out into the wastes. Don't let that make you self-conscious or nothing.
So it's important to stay in radio contact with you.
It is vital that all teams stay in radio contact with me here at the base. We get distress calls from all over our jurisdiction and sometimes beyond. Towns or farms or mines being attacked by raiders, mutant beasts, what have you. We field those calls here and then dispatch whichever team is closest to the problem.
Roger.
10-4, Echo 1, carry on. Ranger Command out.
Alright. No. We're not going to the Ranger Citadel.
SOS! SOS! Is anybody out there? This is High Pool. We are under attack. I repeat, we are under attack. Raiders with mortars and explosives are blasting our walls. If anybody can hear this, come at once. Don't know how long we can hold it.
Ranger Citadel, this is Ag Center. Come in. We're under attack. The plants, they're mutating out of control. They're tearing my people apart.
Ag Center, this is Citadel Base. Can you repeat? Did you say the plants were attacking?
Yes, goddammit, the plants. Something's gone wrong with them. Oh, fuck! The door! They're breaking down the door! Fall back! Fall back!
Ranger Team Echo, this is Ranger Command. Come in. Did you copy those distress calls from High Pool and Ag Center? Over.
Affirmative. Message received.
Roger that. Listen, Echo One, I have no one else in the area and no further intel at this time. I'm afraid it's going to have to be your decision which call to respond to first. Whichever one you choose, get there ASAP. Both situations are emergencies, and both sounded like they were deteriorating rapidly. While the repeaters are still alpha-level priority, civilian emergencies have to come first, before heading back out to get the repeaters. Sending you the coordinates for both locations now. Copy?
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like this. Oh god, what am I doing? Both places you sent us to are suddenly having emergencies?
Uh-huh. Suspicious, isn't it, Echo One? Like someone's monitoring our transmissions and trying to stop our little radio experiment before it starts. Keep an eye out for suspect characters. Copy?
Copy.
10-4, Echo One. Godspeed. Ranger Command out.
Alright. So we're the gold thing. So... water is a matter of life and death in the Wasteland. As a squad travels on the world map, water is slowly consumed. When your water supplies run out and your squad will begin taking damage. Go too long without a drink and eventually characters will die of dehydration. To refill your canteens, look for hidden oases on the world map or visit a location with water supplies such as a well or a tap. Most major settlements have water supplies. Oh, is this the water down here? Is that what that is? Okay. Citadel base is
Roger,
Echo 1.
Then listen, I know I said the radio tower was at the top of your to-do list, but you need to deal with the emergency situation first, before heading back out to get the repeaters. Repeat, talk to Kathy Lawson and take care of her emergency. Then continue with your mission to find and hook up the repeaters. Protecting civilians is always a Ranger's #1 priority. Do you copy?
Copy.
Roger, Echo 1. Advise when complete. Ranger Command out.
Ugh. Oh, good! We have bloaters!
Copy, Echo 1. Copy, Echo 1. Copy, Echo 1. Copy, Echo...
In combat, cover plays a vital role. Taking cover will reduce an attacker's chance to hit their target, and will also provide a chance to hit benefit to a character who's in cover. However, cover is only good when it's in line of sight to the attacker attacking from a flank position is often a good tactic to wipe out cowering enemies. Certain cover can also be destroyed by weapons fire or explosives, so it won't always last forever. Okay, how do I... Fire-in modes! Some weapons have alternate fire-in modes that let them attack in different ways in exchange for a higher AP cost when attacking. The most common of these is burst fire, which allows a character to fire multiple rounds in one turn instead of a single shot with a chance to hit penalty. Try checking the fire modes of each weapon you have to see what they can do.
Okay, this is bad. This is kill it with fire bad. What the hell caused this?
Okay. Ambush is a special combat action you can take. When you put a character into ambush, they will not attack or make any further moves that turn. However, they gain an ability to interrupt an attack during the enemy's own turn when the next enemy enters attack range. This can be an effective tactic when you want to lure an enemy into your crossfire. When a character is in ambush mode, an icon will appear above their heads. Remember that enemies can use ambush too. Ba-bam! I don't know what I'm doing.
Come get it, candy ass! What kind of fool gets in a fight with someone whose last name is Death?
Come on, get out of... What are you doing? Why are you telling me all this in the middle of combat? Should you tell me this before fucking combat? Oh. I was in no danger, so I just skipped through all the tutorials. Oh, good. He's a fucking smacker. And I just put him... Oh, do I get I get another attack? Ouch! Ouch! Oh, he is going to die. He is going to die. Pills! Combat medic! What am I... Run away! Oh, not you! Oh, I thought I was... Well! Animal Whisperer. What does that say? It is impossible. Do I have to, like, be right up next to him? Because I ain't doing that. Good job. He has no gun. He's dead. He is dead! Why does this not... I don't understand what I'm doing. I missed from that close! There we go. I don't like this game.
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Copy, Echo.
There you go. Heal me up a bit. Little pills. Okay. I don't. Wow, those are some big fucking carrots.
Hello? By the doors. Can you hear me?
No, fuck off. You don't build a wall unless you're trying to keep something out.
Get the fuck over here, assholes. We need help. What the hell was that? Did you idiots
Looks like the
just
pods
blow
are triggered
yourselves
by
up right
sudden
in front of the
movement.
door?
Copy, Echo 1. This is Ranger Command. Go ahead. Copy.
Nope. No!
One. Copy.
There we go. He has been infected. Seems like doing that set off an attached. Red, slimy, and quivering, the pods covering this plant look ready to pop. Small pieces might be salvageable after it blows its load. Seems like doing that set off an attached trap. If anyone asks, you meant to do that, right? Main entrance. Seems to be deadlocked and reinforced. On the inside, looks like you'll need help in hand from the owner of the angry voice on the intercom. Come here. The controls are kinda shit.
You pricks better be the damn Rangers. We've been calling for help for hours. The plants have gone crazy.
Do you need help?
Yes, we need help. What have I been saying? I'm opening the doors now.
There you go. Inside. Let's go. Fuck it. A tall woman with dark skin and high cheekbones. She wears a white lab coat and has her black hair pulled back in a no-nonsense bun. That's not a bun. That's not a bun. Though which she has stuck a much chewed pen. Through which she has stuck a much chewed pen. She does not look happy to see you. Oh, we can just leave.
Rangers, where have you been?
Ms. Lawson, meet the new recruits. Recruits, meet Ms. Lawson.
Forget the friendly introductions, Angie. Wasn't the deal we made with the Rangers, we give you food, you give us protection? Well, your recruits are looking pretty goddamn well fed, but we've been up to our tits in killer tomatoes for 8 hours, and not a Ranger in sight.
You should take it from here, recruits. Learning to deal with angry citizens is part of the job.
Killer fucking tomatoes. and killer pumpkins, and killer fruit flies, all of a sudden all our plants started growing out of control, mutating, exploding, attacking my people. It's like they've gone rabid or something. Didn't you hear our distress call? We've been calling for help forever. Fucking plants, though. Is there seriously no more voiceover? Is there seriously no more voiceover? It's 2017. Put fucking voiceover in your games. I don't even want to play it because I don't want to have to read out every single fucking thing that's said. This is why I don't play Fallout 1 and 2 for stream, because I don't want to read it out. I'm so dejected now. Rosie thinks it started with some contamination in the fertilization system. She also thinks it's deliberate sabotage. I hate to think that, but whatever it is, all the vegetation is growing out of control and mutating. The insects too, they're enormous. Signal.
You want to use our radio dish now. Can you see we're in the middle of a fucking crisis? Fuck you. Go find it yourselves.
Fuck you! Do I have a kiss ass? Ah, Slick's a kiss ass. We won't use the dish before we save your people, we promise. We just want to know where it is.
Alright, fine. Doesn't matter anyway. The plants overwhelmed the damn thing about 20 minutes ago. We haven't been able to call out since. You want to check it out? It's in the greenhouse just down the hall to the west.
You think someone sabotaged, eh? How? I hope not. I don't want to think that anyone here would do this. We're a happy family. We all want the same thing, to make the wasteland green again. Rangers. How? We have nothing interesting to say, so we're not gonna say it. Here's some fucking text to read in a game made in the modern era. It's unexcusable. Excuse me. I have to go find a fuck to give. How? Yeah, I just...
Now listen. We think the mutations stem from contamination in our irrigation system. Unfortunately, the computer that operates the pumps seems to be malfunctioning and we can't shut it off remotely. Maybe its circuits are overloaded from all the alarms going off. The computer is down the... If you can... Yes, go. Do your...
Okay! I don't want to do this. I do not want to do this. Nope, nope, nope. No, 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 nope. No, no, nope. No, no, nope. Just go away. I don't want to fucking play you. You had me, game. You had me, and then you just got rid of voiceovers. What the fuck? Okay, I can forgive original Wasteland for not having voiceover. I can forgive Fallout 1 and 2 for not having many voiceovers. This isn't fucking excusable. Okay, you were doing so damn well. The voice acting quality was what was subpar. It was fantastic. It was good. I was immersed. I wanted to hear every line of dialogue. And then you took that shit away, and now it's just a text game. Boring. Boring. Okay. I am gonna end this stream while the game that I was gonna play today, before I got distracted by the possibility of this game, came to my attention. I'm gonna start downloading, well, yeah, installing the new game, and we're gonna have a look at that. Allocating disk space for Prey. We're gonna do Prey. We're gonna do Prey. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Prey. I know when it came out, I said I have no interest in it, but apparently it's very good. So I bought it. I'm gonna give it a shot. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Prey. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. Keep an eye out, because I am just gonna make a new one, a new session ready to go, and we will just resume. We will just resume as if nothing happened. So yeah, sorry about that, but this game just pissed me off. It really did. So yeah, that's gonna do it this time. I would do my regular next time, but I'm literally gonna be back in like an hour, because I gotta have time to download this thing. So yeah, I will see you guys in that little bit. So yeah, bye.